it's Jen with Heavenly Acres Homestead, and today I'm just going to show you how we're prepping the garden and planting seedlings and planting our seed potatoes. So first we took some of a compost soil out of the compost, and it has vegetables like the Vita Neat and scraps, and we used the chicken manure, and I put some worms in there and just been kind of turning it over and making sure it's moist, and I've been doing that since last year. And so you can see it's a nice rich soil, the compost. So I put it all in these little seedling trays, and I have organic Sweetie tomatoes, and they kind of look like cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to put them in trays, or these little containers. And then I have Roma tomatoes, because I'm going to use them to make spaghetti sauce and ketchup, and they're organic as well. And you want to start them off in here, and when they get to about 4 to 5 inches then tall, then you'll put them in, I can put them in the garden. And then I'm going to, my basil, I'm going to plant this purple basil. Thought it was cool. Normally I do the green basil, but the purple I thought looked neat. And I plant these in here as well. And I'm going to plant them in between. When I put the tomato plants in the garden, I'm going to put them in between my tomato plants, as well as the marigolds that I have over here. And the marigolds I will also start out as seedlings. But the marigolds and basil in between the tomato plants, I have found have cut down on the hornworms and bugs that eat your tomatoes. So, and then you also want peppers, or another thing, these are organic as well, that you want to plant to have become little seedlings before. You don't want to just directly plant them into the garden. So I'm working on that today, planting them, and then I'm going to put these in little trays and water them, and then I'm going to put my grow light, which I don't think I brought it out. I'll put my grow light on them, and then as soon as they're about 4 to 5 inches, they'll go into my garden. We are also working on planting seed potatoes today, and we're planting purple potatoes, red potatoes, and we took the potatoes, and where they have eyes, one seed potato, you can get a lot of plants off of them. You can make different seed potatoes from them. So like one potato that I got, I got probably like 3 or 4 other potatoes off of them. And so you just cut them wherever the eye is, and so if each piece has an eye, you can use them as a separate plant. So I cut them to where they each have, 1 or 2 eyes on them, and then I dipped them in sulfur powder to cut down on the fungus, and then I put them in a dark, cool room in a bag to scab over, and I did that about 4 days ago. So now I'm taking them out and mixing organic soil into, I'm going to plant them directly into my garden. And then we're going to take some of the compost and mix it in with the soil, dig a trench and about 5 inches deep, and then we're going to place each seed potato in there, cover them up, and water them, and that's how you plant your potatoes. I also will take some of my fish fertilizer, organic fish fertilizer that I showed you in the last video with the fruit trees. I will take that and fertilize them with that as well, and then with the compost. So let's head over to the garden so we can show you what we're doing with the potatoes. So here's my grow light. And it's been about a week since I planted the tomato and the pepper plants, and they're all starting to sprout. I have some soil, organic soil, as well as some compost that's in here. So that's why you see like some leaves are kind of in the pots. But whatever I'm doing, it's working. They started sprouting, I want to say, after 4 days. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and follow if you haven't. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video. And we'll keep you posted on the growth of the tomatoes and the peppers, as well as we're going to start planting cucumbers and watermelon and corn, and that will be directly in the garden. So stay tuned for more. And if you have any tips or suggestions or questions, please feel free to put it in the comments. Have a wonderful day.